Hi there, this is Vincent, and I'm going to be doing some seeds indoors. This is green cooking basil. It's a good culinary basil that I grew last year, and I saved the seeds of it. So we're going to do it right here in this first three trays, three rows in this tray. I'm going to poke those right down in there about 1/4 of an inch deep. I'm going to do 3 rows of this cooking basil. I'm going to have to look up the actual name of this. That's what I call it, cooking basil, because I cook with it. I'm trying to be systematic with this because I want to really see how many of these are going to germinate, how good of a germination rate I've got with these seeds. I really want to make sure that we do them all the same depth, about 1/4 inch deep. And have a little bit of soil on top. And we're going to keep them moist with the little spritzer that I have over here. And I'm going to put a plastic dome on top of this so that they stay moist. I also have this on a heat mat. It's going to keep it about 75 or so. It's our goal. And that's good for most of the germination on these seeds. I'm going to move on to some spicy globe basil. I've heard this referred to as boxwood basil by Linda Vaughter on YouTube. And it does make a real nice compact plant. It's good for the front of the border. I use it in my vegetable garden, along the edges of the vegetable garden. These are very tiny seeds. Not like the other ones, which have the natural, I don't even know what you call it. These are real tiny, so barely drop them in there. You want to poke holes in your soil first to drop your seeds into. You want to plant these at a depth of 1/4 of an inch. So I'm sticking a little stick into the potting soil, making a little hole about 1/4 of an inch deep. This seed starting mix has a little bit of bark mulch mixed in with it, which is a little bit of a problem. Anyway, I should have sifted it. And I'm going to get me one of those metal sifters that sifts, that you can sift the soil with. So anyway, you drop it down into the little holes. So I've done the green cooking basil here and the spicy bush globe basil here. Now I'm going to move on to my red shiso. Red shiso. Perilla frutescens vera crispa. think I said that right. I'm going to do these at 1/4 of an inch as well, like I did the basil. This is also an herb, and it's good in salads. And this one is one that if you plant it once, you'll probably have it forever in your garden because it will reseed prolifically. I've seen it taking over people's gardens. But it's beautiful, and it's got a purple leaf, so it's ornamental as well as you can eat it. So that's a double bonus. Now we're going to be doing some fennel. And I have my seeds over here on the side, and I've already got these marked out the way I'm going to be planting to make it easier. It's actually kind of cold in this garage, but we have a heater that I've just turned on this morning. It's going to be warming this up, keeping it cold, warm at night. It was down to 40 degrees last night, or this morning. Here. No frost, but just cold. Windy. You can still hear the wind blowing. Now, I need to go on the website and see how deep to plant these, but I haven't done that, so I'm going to wing it, which is not recommended. You really should follow the instructions as best as possible, and normally I would go look this up, but I'm not going to take the time right now. I'm in a hurry to get this done. So this is fennel. I'm going to put it a 1/2 inch deep because this is a little bit larger seed. It can be a little deeper. We're going to do 2 rows of these as well. I did 3 of the green cooking basil because I know I'm going to use a lot of that. So I have more than enough seed of all of these seeds. I'm going to be saving these because I don't want to have too much. Last year I had too much basil, and so it just all was out there not getting used, and then at the end of the season it goes to waste. So I don't want to do that. I want to use this. This is all summer stuff, so this will go through the summer into fall and will be gone with the first hard frost, which sometimes we don't get one. So, and plants just keep going at that point, and they will reseed as well. So I'm going to go over here and get my watering spritzer. So we're going to be painting this garage and putting insulation and sheetrock, and this door will get painted, and it's going to look a lot better than what it does. Now I'm going to be putting trays underneath these, but they don't have it yet, so I'm not going to water this too much. But yes, you should have trays under these, and you're going to need a dome, a plastic dome cover to cover your seedlings. That helps them stay moist, creates a nice environment for your seeds. Let me grab one and show you. It's going to be like this. This one's a little bit too small for this, but I think it'll still work. If it's sitting on here like that, it's gonna work. But for now, I'm gonna leave that off. I'm gonna start on my second tray of seeds. I'm going a little bit backwards here. This is dill. This is Mammoth Long Island dill. You want to plant your seed at a depth of 1/4 inch. I like to open these so that I can close them back up when I'm done. Like that one I didn't close, but here I have now. Close these up so you don't spill your seeds all over. So I'm poking my holes 1/4 inch deep. Once again, these are nice sized seed to handle. You don't have to worry about not being able to see them because they are big enough to see. I'm actually going to make 3 rows of dill. Because dill is a wonderful thing. But I do use it on mashed potatoes. It's wonderful as a garnish on mashed potatoes. It's good in a lot of dishes. Quiche, I would think that would be good in quiche. I'll have to look up some recipes that you use dill for, but like potato soup would be good with dill. Okay, now I'm going to start on this tray. These are zinnias. Now it doesn't actually say start these indoors, but I am going to because for the sake of YouTube viewers, I want to show y'all how to do this. Now these get planted at 1/4 inch as well. So I'll go through and I'll poke the holes. These are a little bigger, so I'll make a little bit wider of a hole. It doesn't need to be deeper. Actually, it doesn't need to be deep at all. And I probably am not even going to cover. I'm just going to stick them in the hole and then wet them down. I'm going to be doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows of cells here. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cells in each row. And then I'll have 3 for my carnival. Carnival amaranth is going in these 3 rows here. We are so organized here at Rich Garden Creative. And we're going to be creative with seedlings this year. And it's going to be a bit of a way to save money as well. And I may sell some of these. You don't have to bury these. I'm just kind of pressing them in. And that's all I'm going to do. Hopefully I'm not putting them too deep. It looks like I might be. They do not need to be too deep. I'm only going to put 1 seed in each hole. I don't want to waste my seed. I have quite a bit of this seed though. I have 4 packages of this white zinnia seed. That one flew. I don't know where it went. There it is. Keep track of your seeds. You'll have them growing everywhere. Zinnias I don't really even have to plant because they reseed and come back every year. So I always have zinnias. But I want to make a bed with all white zinnias. So that's why I'm doing this. Also have some other colors. I've got orange and giant apricot. So yeah, you can direct sow these in the garden and they grow perfectly fine. But we're going to do this like this time. Okay, so this tray's done. No, it's not. I haven't put my amaranth. Let's do the amaranth. This gets sown at a depth of 1/8 inch. So we're going to follow the instructions. This is called Carnival Amaranth. It's got brilliant orange and reddish leaves. Also edible. And amaranth is wonderful in salads. I'm just going to press it down into the soil. These are so tiny. That one got 2. These are the tiniest little seeds. I'm putting 2, it looks like. Tapping them down in there. I'm not even making a hole. I don't think it's necessary with these. Well, you know, I had just enough to do this tray. Hopefully I got them all in. Hopefully I got all those cells with an amaranth in each one. Now I'm going to do dwarf fernleaf dill. And actually I did some dill already, so this will be my second tray of dill. So we're going to be planting this 1/4 inch deep. And we'll plant 12 seeds and we'll see what the germination rate of this seed is. And we'll keep track of that. This is real small seed, so try and just put 1 in each tray. 1 in each cell. Black cherry tomato. Tap those down. We'll split those lightly. My jalapenos. Get your little strap out of the way. I'm going to take that off. Now we're going to do Tomatillo Gigante. And I have not grown these in years. But since I'm going to be making a lot of salsa this year, I have decided to grow my own tomatillos. There's no reason why you can't grow tomatillos in your garden. I think they do really well, from what I remember. You plant these the same way. 1/4 inch deep. Those are my tomatillos. These are my tomatoes. And this is going to be another different kind of tomatillo. Purple Demilta tomatillo. These are purple tomatillos. we're going to put them 1/4 inch deep in these. And these are going to be a mixture because I've dropped some Tomatillo Gigante in here as well. But that's okay. It can be mixed. It's all going in the garden. And we're going to use the fruits for salsa. Now we're almost done with what we're going to be growing today. This last one is the most important, moringa. And I'm going to plant these an inch deep. I'm going to poke my finger, because I don't have anything else here, in there and just shove them down in there. These are nice sized little trays for growing stuff. I haven't used these before. I ordered this one from Burpee so I could try it and see how it works. It has a nice tray underneath to put your, so that when you water it, it catches the water, which is nice. These also have a tray underneath it to catch the water. So I've put seeds in these 3, and I'll just cover those seeds up. And these 4. In the center of each cell, I will poke these down about an inch deep. Moringa's real good for salads, and actually all parts of the moringa tree are edible and very nutritious. They have a lot of protein in the leaves and other vital nutrients, and they grow like weeds. So once you plant these seeds, this tree is going to get huge in one season, and then we're going to dig it up, because we're only going to let this tree live for one season. They get very big. Moringa trees will freeze, and we get just about 1 freeze every year on average. So this is going to freeze to the ground. So we replant these every year. They actually will come back from the ground, but we don't want the trunk getting that big, so we go ahead and dig up the old trees every year. After they've lived one season, they're dug up and replanted with a new one. And these are my new ones. I'm not going to need this many, so I'll probably be giving away some of these little trees. But that's all there is to it. And you just get it nice and wet, and I'll find something to cover these with. A little cover, clear plastic cover of some kind, and it's on a heat mat. It's going to keep it warm. We'll make new videos periodically updating you on how these seeds are doing. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you and have a nice day.
Oh, wow.